Java then. Hello, 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 hello. I know why you're all here. You're all here for Java, aren't you? Well, if you're British, you should have tea. Not this coffee stuff. No, Java. It's a programming language. Oh my god, it's a programming language. Right. What is Java for? In my complete and humble opinion, and it is only an opinion, it's for teaching. It's for teaching how to program. And because of that, hey, Soup World, how you doing there, matey? Because of that, I'm going to use it to teach. Soup World, are you interested in Java, or do you prefer C++? I mean, I do a lot of C++, obviously. Actually, I only do C++. This is a little toe pinch into the Java world. Now, today's going to be all about Java. I better warn you about that. But I use C# at work. Well, C# is Java with a semicolon added. So don't worry about it. You'll understand everything that I do. And you're going to see something today, I hope, that is going to be OMG. Because as I said, I might use this as a teaching of programming. And today I'm going to show you how not to program, I suppose. So let's get on with this. What we're going to need now. We're going to need Java. Yeah, you're going to have to download Java, people. I've probably already done it. So all you need is Java. Don't know who it comes from. Where does it come from, Java? Who makes it? Java.com, I guess. Who does it? Oh, Oracle. Oh, it comes from Oracle. Well, there you go then. Get off my screen, whoever you were. Silly people. Why is my screen gone in the wrong place? Right, so. Yeah, it is. It's Oracle. Everybody out there who's using Java right now is probably using something called Eclipse. No, I won't use Eclipse. Eclipse is a crash test dummy for Visual Studio, I believe. I don't know what the heck they did when they made Eclipse, but it was a little bit bad, shall we say. It didn't just put me off, it stopped me using it for life. So, what are we going to use as an IDE? Possibly an upgrade from Eclipse. So we'll go for IntelliJ and IDEA. Okay, where's this take us? This takes us to the IntelliJ IDEA thingy. We'll have this one. So there's your download button. We'll have that one. I'm not allowed to download it because I'm not on Windows. Okay, warning, warning. I'm in my comfort zone, so I've got to use this little thing over here, and I'm going to have to use IntelliJ. There it is. IDEA Community Edition, perfectly free. Let's install. Okay, running terminal. Okay. La 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 la. There we go. Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, why not? Who cares? Go, go, go. Go do it. Right, we're installing, are we? Yeah, okay. So, why IntelliJ? Because it allows something called Java to be usable. Very usable. In fact, very, very usable. In fact, it starts looking like a good language. But as a teaching language, it's a lot easier with IntelliJ. Let's just put it that way. Eclipse, I'd have to explain everything. We have it? Yeah. Press any key to continue. Yeah. Okay. Do I need anything else? Yes, I do. What I'm going to need next... Oh, can't get it from there, can I? Okay. We're going to need LW. LWJGL. Let's find you. Lightweight game. Yep, there you are. Download. Yes, even us Linux people have to download this one. Release. Everything. Zip bundle, don't care. John. Debug. 3.22. Everything in there. Yeah, that'll do. Download it, please. If you're on Windows, by the way, I hope you're following along with the downloads. Because you have to do it on Windows as well. So it's the same setup on Windows as it is for Linux. There's a first. Dun, 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 dun. So why choose Java to teach with? Because I've had a few comments saying that I might be a good teacher. Oh, download complete. Right, let's go on with the next one. The other one I'm going to use is Slick Utils download. That one, please. So I'm going to choose java2s.com. I don't think Ninja Cave has the right name for me. Bad naming there, dudes. So here we are. Click on the big thing. And done. Right. Okay. That's downloads done. Wow, that was quick. So, yeah, lightweight Java game library. Why am I doing this? I was doing some research. And it turned out that lightweight Java game library 3.2 is a lot different to, say, lightweight Java game library 3.0. And this is why Java's a mess. Because Java keeps changing. So what I'm about to do is going to be out of date in, 6 months' time. So I'm not happy about that, and that's why I don't usually do Java. So I'm going to have to redo this series every 6 months. Not. It depends how well received it is, actually. I might have to. God. If it suddenly hits like a mega views, then fine. Yeah, I'll keep doing it. If it doesn't, I think I'll drop it like a stone. Let's be honest, if nobody's interested, then I'm not going to do it. But I might keep it open just for teaching. Because people have started to mention that I might be a good teacher. So I'm going to try and teach a little bit about programming. Let's have a look. I'll take one of you, which is a home dolphin thingy. I've already got my idea projects empty. Right, okay, that's empty. Where's my downloads? Who's nicked my downloads? My downloads, I want what I've just downloaded, please. So 3.22, that's you. Who's this SDL2 thingy? What are you doing here? Go away. Get out of the way. You're in the way, you're in between them. Alright, so I want these two. Cut. And I'm going to use a freshly created ideas projects. Because it's called IntelliJ IDEA, so I've called it idea projects. Yeah. Okay. Paste these two items. What we're going to do, extract, I think might be a good idea. Extract, please. Oh, maybe it wasn't a good idea. Oh. Whoops, what did I just extract? My God. that was LWGJJ. Yeah, brother. Let's create a new folder. That wasn't meant to happen. LWJGL. And we'll have 3.2 it is. You've got in, unfortunately, you have to put the numbers in. Otherwise, it's really going to mess up. Let's take all of you lot and just grab a load and move you in. Move to here, please. Yeah, we've got Java Open Maths Library, I think it stands for. I'm not really sure. Don't really care. Right now, you can go in there. Let's just keep putting you in here until I can see things. Like the bottom. Oh, it's got a release all thingy. There's the zip file, which can go in there as well, I suppose. Right, I think we're going to be safe with this, actually. Just doing this. Where's Slick Utilities? Alright, it's right down there. That's what I'm trying not to put in. There we go. Slick Util. That's a jar. That's interesting. Extract. It's just come up with an overwrite. Oh, so I only need to download. It's got it in it already. Oh, Slick Utils seems to come with cancel. With LWGJGJ and whatever. Alright, we'll stick it all in there then. Stuff it. I just don't want it in here. If things don't work, then they don't work. Right, this is going to be our projects directory. And we are going to be using that. Sorry, I'm having one of those moments where I've just discovered something I didn't know and I wasn't prepared for. So let me just double check with myself. I don't want to be giving out the wrong information. LWJG. I've never read the page because I'm an idiot. No. It doesn't say Slick Utilities at all, but I think it comes with John. Or this here, one of these two. Interesting. So I don't know how that happened. Okay. But normally I wouldn't do that. I would have Slick Utils, that jar, in the projects. So I'm going to stay with what I know because that's a bit better. I'm going to put my Slick Utils there. I'll keep it separate. Reason for that is you don't always want Slick Utils in your project. Right, so we know everything's in idea project. So I'm going to keep this open and I'll just minimize that a little bit because it's a bit much. Pop it up there to the right. Right, that's the title screen. I'm not really interested in you, thank you. I downloaded IntelliJ IDEA. So let's try it out. Let's see if that works. Oh, it's doing something. Oh, right. Well, I've already got it set up, obviously. I was messing around with that, so that can go. Righty. Let's write a game engine. People have asked me, Why don't you write game engines? Answer simply is there's no such thing. You have a game, which is a game. You then take the bits out of that game, put it to one side and use it on your next game. That becomes your game engine. So until you've written your first game, you don't have a game engine. Does that make sense? So please get out of this idea of let's create a game engine first and then create a game. But in this case, I'm just going to create a game engine because everybody says that's what you should do. Oh, no, it isn't. Right, so there's a couple of preamble things to this. I chose dark. I don't think I changed anything else to my preferences as we went in. So let's create a new project. New. Just going to click the new button. Select home directory for JDK. Pardon? Oh, it's there. Okay. I thought. Oh, right. Sorry, not new. What's this welcome thing still doing here? Don't know. Alright, so I just want next. Let's do this properly. Tick the box because you have to. It's not ticked already for some reason. Command line app. Next. Untitled. Ooh, this is where we get to title it. Wait, hey. I'm not having it there. I will have you in IntelliJ projects, please. Right, okay. And what we're going to call this one. What is it doing? Oh, I like this. This is funny. Okay, I know what he's doing now. Doesn't matter. Stupid me. And we are going to call this Java game. No, Java engine 3D. I'm going to make a 3D one. How's about that? I'll try this again because I'm an idiot. You have to do things in the right direction. That's it. And there. Project location. There. Base package. I'm going to choose something else to that. I'm not sure what to call it now. Base package. Main. Doesn't matter what you call it, by the way. I'll have it as I'll call it engine. Main engine. Right, okay, finish. Right, I've messed around on that screen long enough. It's just I'm thinking about names and things, of what to call things, because I want it to make sense to you. So com stands for communications, or company, or whatever you want to know. Company, most likely. Java runs on a server. So, yeah. If you don't already know that, if you want to know how Java works, next tip, close, thank you. And then my apologies, this is not how your screen will look. Your screen will look like that. Okay. So let's pop I can't see on screen. There we go. And that's clicked into place. That's what we get. So all of your project here is source. here. There's main. Okay, so we now know where main is. Good start. That's not what I wanted. Right, okay. Because that's a class. I don't want a class. I just want a static void. So the first thing I'm going to do is break the rules of Java. And the class, public class as well, I will make, this is where the fun starts, it's main, main program, container program. What do components system? I could make it into a component system, but that's a lie. Yeah, that's a lie. Class equals that. Oh, it's not going to like this, is it? It's really not going to like this. I'm trying to do it so it's... I'm struggling with this today. There we go. Thank you. God, that was hard. Now let's have a look and see what it's done here. It's made a hell of a mess. Public stat iv void main. No, I'm not happy with this either. Java's not one of those things that makes me very happy because of the way it messes around. For starters, I don't want this rubbish. Right, let's clean this up. So. Oh, right, I see what it's done. It's trying to chuck me out of main. Right, fine, fine. You throw me out of main. I don't care. There we go. Right, so what do we need down here to make it work? Public static void main. It's a string. It's got args. Why are the args stuck to the string? I don't know. That goes there. That goes there. I don't know what you are doing there. Alright. Alright, it's a drag, is it? No? Oh, right, yes, I remember. This is a different type of IDE where it likes to do things itself. Ace. Right, we're finally there, and it's complaining, thank God. What's it complaining? It says, it's public, should be declared in a file named main Java. Make it non-public, it could do that. We can have more actions. Make, yeah, rename file. Rename file. Hooray! We've done it. Problem is now, Java doesn't know where main is. Up here in our top right hand corner, main has suddenly disappeared. This is what I wanted to show you. Okay? Main is not automatically detected within Java, although it should be. And it isn't. It doesn't do like a C++ thing where it goes and looks for main. Okay? There's no compilation, is it? No, it compiles to assembler. Does it compile all the way through? Yes, it does. It compiles all the way through. But I'm going to have to learn more on the structure and the back end of Java before I can become completely confident in why it's such a mess like this. So our main entry point is now hidden inside a public class called main program. And this is what I wanted to show you. So here, under main, there's a little drop down arrow. Drop it down, edit configuration. Here we go. And here, where it says main, just put program at the end. So it now says the same thing as what's in here. Apply. And it still doesn't change, but it should stop complaining. Okay. There it goes. Nice little red X on it. That's happy, happy, joy, joy. You can now run it if you wish to prove it. Okay, let's run it to prove it. There it is. Finished. X equals 0. Does nothing. Good. Right. How is the size of font? The size of font is awful. So what do we do about the size of font? We go to settings. Let's have a look. Editor. Font. Size 16. Let's just pop that up to 18. That'll do. Apply. Okay. Now you can see what I'm writing. You can do the outside one separately if you wish to. But at least you can see what I'm writing. And that's all that matters. Now, what are we going to do with this? Let's start by making a window. I think that's the best place we can start. So, over on com main engine here, our source, IDE unplug is ready to update. Really? Already? Wow. Fine. Go ahead and update then. Okay. Remind me later. So new, very top thingy, Java class. Ooh, we're going to have a Java class. Wait a minute. You didn't tell me that. I've forgotten something. Come on. Soup World, you're letting the side down. I've forgotten something. This is why I don't think I'm a very good teacher, because I forget things. And at this point, we are supposed to introduce LWJGL, aren't we? Introducing the lightweight Java game library. That orange juice is nice. Looking along our top thingy here, we have this. Project structure. Let's click it. This is our project structure. Libraries. How's about global libraries? Let's go all the way. And as you can see, I've already been messing, so I'll get rid of those. How does it go? Yours looks like this. So you say plus Java. That opens up. I'm going into my ideas. And I'm going to do this. And I'm going to click on the first one. And I'm going to go right down to the bottom of the list. And shift click on that one. Shift, hold down, click. Okay. Will be added to the selected modules. So, idea projects. Oh, it's called it idea projects. Huh. That's never mind. It doesn't matter. Okay. So we can apply that one. And let's have select utility separate. Oh, sorry, cancel. plus Java, and it's ideas projects. Slick util jar is there. Okay. Okay. Only thing I don't like is that. Let's get rid of that. And that is going to be lightweight Java game library 3.2. Apply that. Okay. And now we can look under our libraries. So there we go. We've got slick util jar coming in there. Why is it coming there? I don't know. So where's my LWJGJJGL and stuff? Oh, I don't know. I don't really know how this thing... Why is that doing that? You're supposed to be in external libraries. Okay. Fine. I'll just check that I've got everything right. Global libraries, yeah. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know why. What have we got here? Classes, sources, Java docs. Oh, it's just got classes. Alright. Interesting. Oh. I don't know. Alright, main, gone, done. Right, it'll work. He says. If you spent more time on it, if I spent more time on this, I would do it properly. Main.com, let's create a new Java class. Let's call it window. Capital W, window. I know what's going on already. Window. I've got a problem in that Windows is trying to intercept my mouse. Do apologise about that, but it's causing a bit of a mess, especially when I'm trying to do things. Alrighty, let's have a window. There's our window class. Now this is the thing about Java. It's been created in C++, so it's got all the object-orientated stuff. I have a YT channel. What's a YT channel? Oh, sorry, YouTube. Yes, I do. Sorry. A bit of misunderstanding in my head. I don't do abbreviations very well. Sorry. Yes, I have a YouTube channel, and it's full of C++. Which is why I'm going to modify that today by doing Java. Yes, that's it. Java. That's what I'm doing. This is what's intercepting my... Yeah, I thought so. I've got two. Ah. Mischief is making a mess. So let's close it down. No. Just close it down. You're making a mess of Java. It interferes because it's running on Windows Mono something or other. Right. My YouTube channel is called Amberskies. So if you search on YouTube, and you just put in Amberskies, I don't know what's going to come up. There we are. I'm second. There we are. I'm the one with the planets. So you've got all of this stuff to go have a crack at. And I've got a recommended there to look at. Never mind. Alrighty. Window class. What shall we put in our window class? No idea. Absolutely no idea. Right, it's changed. The goddamn thing's changed. Alrighty, so we've got a package. And Java works by importing, not hash includes. So I could sit here and write out a load of imports, but I'm not going to because I'm lazy. Public class or window. Don't really need public there. I want to see what it does. This is what I'm trying to find out. Yep, little light bulb comes up. Create test, create subclass, make window public. Why is it not public with just class? Alright. Interesting. Sorry. So we're going to have a public. Static void. I was going to talk about object-oriented program for a second there, about this being a C++ derivative. If you don't know, Java was written in C++ by people who were C++ programmers, and they made it as C++y as they could, but they took out pointers and anything else. They modified everything that could be memory leakage. So Java is considered a safe language, which is ironic because C++ is more safe than Java. But people don't know that, because they call this a safe language and they don't call C++ a safe language. They think that Java is safer. It's not. Oh god, is it not? So let's create a window. This is where things went awry, I think, with Java. Because now we're going to do int width, int height. We're going to do the normal kind of things. You do put T on the end of height, don't you? Yes. And you switch from Java to C++. C++ feels different. Oh, right. If you've done that, it isn't different. It's just got different bits. I don't really have a good teaching course, but one moment. I seem to have a lot of these up. Can I just close a few of these down? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Right, we'll have this one. So if you're on my YouTube page, there's a little secret. If you go to playlists, it might not say created playlist. If it doesn't, click on it and ask for created playlist. It'll come up as a menu option. And then right at the very bottom, my first one ever, have a look at, just go through the intro and see if you're interested in that series. It's a long series and it ends up with a 3D game. So I went through testing into 3D game programming. So up to Long War 2, all of that is linked together as a series of things. It's the first thing I ever did. I did it last November. So the quality might not be very good, but hey ho, it's the best I could do at that time. Anyway. So create window. It's come up with a blurb. Okay, let's just ignore that. Int title. We'll have T-I-T-L-E. This is where me and the Java community fall way differently. Okay. Firstly, what they would then do is they would go, oh, let's keep these. That's a public static void. Why the heck would I keep it? Don't know. Can I get away with it not being kept? Invalid method declaration. Return type required. You're quite right. A return type is required. It's void. It's not arguing with me. I'm going to see how far I can break the rules of Java. Let's go for it. I want to see if this is as good as people say. So let's create the window. Oh God, no. Yeah. This could work. Theoretically, this could work. So, I'm going to approach this as an inexperienced programmer. So this could actually work and prove me completely an inexperienced programmer. What we're going to do is, the first thing we're going to do is initialize something when we create the window. And we are going to do an if. Oh, I hate this statement. Right. Not. This is why I hate the statement, because it gets a not sign at the beginning. Pling, not, exclamation mark, whatever you want to call it. GLFW we're going to be doing. And I want it to init. That'll do. Now, we don't have access to GLFW, so it comes up with a handy message. It says that GLFW is part of org lwjgl.debug.glfw.glfw.glfwinit, and then says multiple choices, Alt X. Okay, Alt, Enter, sorry. Enter, do that. Okay. So we can have two. We can have the top one, which is in GLX, which I don't want. I want the bottom one, which is in just LWJGL. I'll take you, please. Ping, and an import comes up. Voila. Hold on, who's programming this? Me or the IDE? Well, both of us, I suppose. Should title not be a string? Oh, Soup World, you spoilt it. Yes, yes. I'm supposed to make errors. God damn it, you guys are too good. It's all right. Please tell me. Just keep going. This is for you, not me. It's Saturday, I'm doing a freebie. I'm just going to puddle my way through. Okay. I'm just wondering why I don't do a try-catch. System dot out dot print line error, and we are in create window. Create window. That's a nice long one. And GLFW failed to init. I'll keep it abbreviated because this isn't my style of programming it at all. And then system. There's no reason to continue because we won't have a window, so I may as well exit with a -99. No, we'll just have a 99. 99 looks good. And look, it's coming up with hints already of what things are. Now, if you're on Eclipse, sorry, probably nothing like this. I should do a starter for Eclipse, shouldn't I, really? But no, I want to get this done. Okay, GLFW. No, I don't want capital GLFW, thank you. Window. Hint. Okay, I've got to type it in full, have I? Thank you. Open brackets. Just take you for a second, and I'm going to copy you. Right, so let's put expected, yes, I know. Alright, we're in GLFW, you have hints. I'm not going to teach you GLFW, by the way, but this is how you would open a window using GLFW if you're interested. If you're not interested in GLFW, well, that's okay. I don't mind. Because display doesn't work anymore, by the way. You can't use display if you're a Java person. Yeah, they changed it. Which is what I was going to do today, but I can't. I'm going to have context, please. Version. Major. Yep. And that's going to be 3. That's okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're getting one of these long lines with an alt enter. Alt enter? Do that. Look what happens. It now. That's why I didn't want to write the big GLFW, because I'd be for the remainder of the day everything would be GLFW dot GLFW. So I don't bother. What can we have now? GLFW, GLF. Now the fun starts. We can have underscore context. Context version minor is that one, and we'll have 3. So OpenGL 3.3 as usual is my choice of OpenGL. If you want to take another choice in there, that's perfectly up to you. I don't mind which one you choose. So there we go. And semicolon, what we're going to put in this one. Profiles, yeah. GL, FW, OpenGL, profile, it's the bottom one. That one. And what we're going to set that to is the core profile, so it's OpenGL again. GL, FW, OpenGL. Core profile there, please. Thank you. We'll have one of those. Okay. What should we have for the next one? Yeah, go on then. I may as well show you these commands. A lot of these don't get used, and they should do. OpenGL. And what we're going to have for this one is the bottom one again. It's always the bottom one. Why is it always the bottom one? So I'll have full compatible, and we'll just have true for that. GLFW underscore true. Okay. I'll have that one. That's easy enough. Let's have another. Until I run out of these, or you could suggest them in chats if you want any. Throw in your tuppeny at this point, because yeah, you can have anything here really. GLFW, what shall we have? Resizable. Let's pop that to GLFW false for now, because it's we don't want that to have to program that right now. What else don't we want? Oh, we don't want it to be visible. I'll show you why. Well, doesn't really matter. But it's a mute point. It's a point of mutables and stuff. So GLFW underscore false. So once we're creating the window, I don't want it to become visible halfway through and mess everything up. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Should title not be... Yeah, I got that bit. Yeah, alright. Alrighty. We're good. We're good. We're good. So if you haven't been writing 3D software in Java in the last 6 months or so, this is brand new to you, most likely. Long window equals GLFW. Create window. And guess what it's going to need? Width. Height. Title. And monitor. Monitor. What can we put in for monitor? No idea. I'll stick a null in. Right, he doesn't understand null. Okay. Null. I'm going to use null. I don't care what it says. So, Alt plus Enter. Which one shall we have? That one there. Memory utility dot null org lwjgl system. Yeah, we'll have that one. Thank you. And again, it puts it up at the top for us, very kindly. What else shall we have? Let's do a check. If window is equal to 0. Okay. Then we're going to do whatever we did here. As soon as you copy and paste, you've got to understand that you should never do that. Because as soon as you do that, you should make another function. So there's my first official mistake. Alright, I've just copied and pasted something. So I will note this as copy pasted. Okay, actually I'm going to note that as a to do. Fraser. The first mistake was using Java. Yeah, the first mistake is usually using Java if you are trying to make an end product, which I'm not. More actions. Doesn't recognize me. Save me out. Absolutely agree there. VJ Zel. Oh, it's Zelinkscat. VJ Zelinkscat. Well done. Well done. That is so true. The amount of people that go into, I want to make this really great FPS game. What language would you like to use? I want to use Java. At which point I just close the door, walk away, and go and cry in a corner. No. GLFW, what's wrong with you? More actions. Yeah, okay. Thank you. So that's that's a call out from me that is a mistake. You should never do that, especially in Java, because Java is great for developing quickly. Well, it used to be until they put all this crap in here, because all of this would have been covered by one line. I don't know, would it? For teaching? Do you think Kotlin or Scala is better for teaching? This isn't production material. This is not how I'd do it. That would have been read in from a file if I was doing it. I wouldn't have that list. I would have that external in a file and reading it in. No, this is pure teaching material. Sorry. But yeah, if you think it should be Kotlin or Scala, then say so. Yeah, I totally agree. I'm quite happy to use either. Well, anything. I'm using JVM because it's easy to set up. Okay. Onwards with GLFW. God, amount of notes I've got on GLFW. These are all. This is my C++ notes, by the way. So far, I've been writing C++. If you don't even know. So yeah, I don't do language dependency. I'm useless at it. So error, create window, and that was window. So window. We change a word. Alrighty, let's see what we've got on my notes now. We need context, don't we? Next. Alright, let's make some context. GLFW, what have you got for context? Make, maybe. Make. Context current, that'll do. From ZLinksCat, a guy I know who works on Amazon, or at Amazon, says he prefers Scalar. Alrighty. I've got a notebook here. 1 second, let me open my notes up. It's okay. It's alright. I've got my notes. I'll pop it at the top of my notes then. I may as well for teaching. Look into Scala. Scala. Sorry. Let me pronounce it correctly. Scala. I think it is German. It should be pronounced with the German backing, I think, with that backing in your chest. Scala. They do all the best rock and roll. Well, no, heavy metal over there. What is it? Hammerstein something? I can't remember the names of things. Yeah, we'll need a window. It says, look, it's telling me what to put. And this is why you should use IntelliJ. And not... Well, Eclipse tries to, but it has an IntelliSense that, yeah, is on par with Windows, Microsoft. Let's just say I confuse it completely. I mean, I confuse this one completely as well, but it puts libraries in the wrong place. My God. I mean, is there any ID that I cannot confuse? But that's because I'm a tester. R&D person. I'm not sure about this next line. I've got it in my notes. I'm supposed to put it, and I have no idea why. And as this is a teaching thing, I would like to know why. So I'm going to put it, and then if anybody knows what this does, please say so. Because this is an interesting line. I've got a big ring around it. There we go. There's the line. It's going to go a bit wobbly now. Right. And I've got a light on it. So let's see what the light says. Introduce local variable. Really? Does it do something, this? Let's see what it does. No idea what it does. I didn't read it, because that's my fault. Okay. It returns a GL capabilities. So that line is wrong. So GL capabilities, that don't answer that, equals that. And now we get lines everywhere. Nope. You decided we're allowed it. Okay. Okay. Right, so what's that all about? Anybody? What are we in GLFW? So, Java, GLFW. What the hell is GL capabilities, please? If I'm going to teach, I may as well find out what these things mean. Where's the capabilities bit? It's got something to do with the context. And don't see what that's got to do with anything. No. This guide will help you. Oh, right. Oh, it goes down. Window, create. Set key callbacks. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Memory stack. Size. It's not used it. Oh, yes it has. Private loop. Here we go. This line is critical for LWJGL. Interoperation with GLFW's OpenGL context or any context that is managed externally. LWJGL detects the context that is current in the current thread. So creates the GL capabilities instance and makes the OpenGL bindings available for use. So what it really does is tie GLFW and the context that we've just made to LWJGL. And that's why I've never used it before, because I've never had to do that before. So, I'm being honest with you. If I don't know something, I don't know something. So that's what this line is doing. So this ties the context between from GLFW to whatever the hell this thing's called. Oh, lightweight Java game library. Right. And it doesn't know who it is. Okay. More actions. I'm so used to clicking. Put you in the project dictionary, shall we? So this ties the context that we've just made. Now, context is very important, as we've discovered in previous videos of mine. That the context that OpenGL uses is primarily important. I'm going to show you something funny soon, because this doesn't happen on Windows. Alright, I think I've nearly had enough of this creating a window business. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute, there's other stuff we can do here. Right, I'm not doing all the callbacks. Not today, anyway. I'll do callbacks as a separate kind of thing, because that is a separate kind of thing. Callbacks in Java are like, what? You can call back? Yeah, you can. Great. So, GLFW, capitals. GLFW, what do you have for us? Oh, he's got lots of stuff. Do you have a vid mode, for instance? Let's call it video mode, because we can. Has anybody spotted the problem I'm making? Or should be making? GLFW get video mode. Yeah, okay. And it wants the monitor. Yeah, it would want the monitor. Now, last time I passed in null, which probably isn't a good idea. But hey ho. Get primary monitor. That'll do nicely, thank you. We'll have you in there. So basically what we've now got for our video mode, it's now pointing. Sorry, that's annoying me. There we go. That gets rid of all the silly things. What was I just trying to say then? Yeah, get primary monitor. Well, the primary monitor is what I am using. The monitor that I'm using. You've got to remember that on things, especially like Linux, yeah, you can have not so primary monitors. Alright. So just think about that. You need to set this up really, I think. So let's set it up. We can use it now, can't we? If. Sorry, I was thinking there. I shouldn't pause and think like that because it's bad. I can be very dangerous when I think, you know. Yeah. Video mode. And I'm going to put that not equal to null. See? Different type of null. This, again, is not C++. That is not a C++ null. That's a C++ null there. That refers to a special thing. This type of null is a bit more like the C++ null, I suppose. I'm not really sure. Oh well. It works anyway. It works the same as a C++ one. That isn't null like the C++ one. That is null long. Even though it doesn't tell me there. Does it tell me here? No, it's not going to tell me what anything is. Alright. Fine. I think I've already broken it. Let's have a look. GLFW. This is the fun one. Set window pos. This is why I wanted the window not to show. Hold on, that one. I'm going to split this off, sorry. Because we're going to have window, comma, exposition, which is going to be video mode dot width. Okay. Minus the width. I'm putting m's in because I'm used to putting m's in. Divide by 2. And it's an int, so I don't have to do anything silly. Okay. We'll put a comma though. So it's vid mode dot height minus height and divided by 2. Comma. No comma. End. Correct. Lovely. I bet you're glad I did that downwards. Right, now we've done all of that, because if you don't do that visible thing there, you'll see, or a window will flicker in the top left-hand corner of your screen, and then it will become truly established in the center of your screen by this. So it will go click, click. And if you are on like debug mode, it can be frustrating Find that your window's up in the top left-hand corner on the first pass. So no, don't do it. So GLFW. Show. Go on, we've done everything now. Show window. Hey, window. Waiting for that to come up that time. Now, two things I've done. Well, except for these little bits. Now finally explain that, which is good. Two things I've done. One is I've gone over a page. Eek. Well, that's probably because of this. Alright, let's do it Java style. Let's do it the way people like to write it. Don't know why. There we go. And that should be at the end. Yeah, that'll do. Yep, we can now fit on a screen. Good. Woo, that was close. I was nearly going to have to get rid of one of my space lines. And I definitely couldn't read it. So that's your full function for creating a window. So it's gone from roughly about, let's say, one line to that. Congrats, Java. Well done. Great improvement. Well, actually, no, congrats, LWJGJG. The library. It's the library's fault, not Java's fault. Okay, we've got a window. What can we do with it? Well, we could create it. What do we really need to do with it? Well, if you create it at the moment, you're going to be memory leaking. So the next thing I'm going to do after a create is a shutdown. So public. Static. They're all going to be static voids, aren't they? Because I'm messing around. I'm trying to show you what not to do. Before I do things how you're supposed to do them. If a window is not equal to null, now we've got problems. Can you see the mistake I've made? GLFW, destroy that window. Not the cursor, the window. Thank you. And it will be window. Right, so instantly you can tell there's something wrong. What else do I need? Yeah. If GLFW, people don't know you can do this. Init. You can actually call GLFW init to find out whether it's initialized or not. And that is one of the things that has been written into GLFW and not just a bug. It's been written in a way that you can do it. So there we go, that's the full thing there. Doesn't work, oh dear, what we're going to do. So now we need window. So, what are Java people doing? Come on, in Java, anybody? Java people will go up to the top here and they would go something like private, let's just put something like static, int, window. Trust me, that's wrong. But wait, it works. Let's carry on. And that's what a Java person would do. Honestly, that's how they're taught. That's exactly how they're taught. You just put it in. Just put it Alright, let's... No, because there's a way around it. And I know the way around it. So I better not show that, because that's bad programming. Let me just get all the bits in that we need to be in. So we need update. Yeah, well, let's just have these ones. We're going to need private, static, void. Oh God, I hate this static void rubbish. Update. I don't like it. I really don't think it's good for programming or programmers to have things like that. Either your functionality within a programming language should be on or off, accessible or not accessible. C++ even breaks that rule by putting protected in. So it's got private, so it's private, protected, public are the stages that you can go through. What else do we want? Private, static, void, render. Why not? We can render, can't we? Yeah, of course we can. What else do we want? Update, render, and this is a I'm going to write this exactly the way I was taught to, and then I'm going to change it. So, oh God, why am I making these private? Duh. Public. Public. Alright, so public, sorry. Public. I'm so used to doing private in Java because I have to type in private for virtually everything. Void. And it's not render now, it's... Alright, and should close. This is how I was taught to do it. And this is where we're going to stop and do our first part of the education part. There. So that should close. I don't need to know if a key's pressed, do I? No, I don't. Right, we'll come back to should close. We'll do update first, because I don't really have too many arguments with updates. Okay, update. All we want to do now in here is to glfw poll events. That's it. Next, render. What do we need to do? glfw. Gosh, I'm making this look easy. Swap buffers. So that's what we need to do for that. And then we come to this. This is the way I was told to do it. glfw window. Oh God, where is it? There it is. Window should close. Long window. Oh, we've got a window now. What's wrong with that? Cannot return a value from a method with with a void result. Correct. How did I do this last time? No, that's correct. GLFW Window should close gives a boolean, so it's lying to me. That's a bool. That's what it meant, that one there. Alright. Sorry, my bad. That's how I was taught to write it. Swap buffers needs window. Anything else? No errors now? Yeah, right. No errors. So is this going to work? Hope not. Shall we find out? Yeah, let's find out. Okay, write your code here. Ooh. So the first thing we always write is system.out.println I'm going to print, well, it's called the idea project, so it's welcome to the idea, because I've messed up. So my bad one's there, project idea. Projects. Full stop. And it tells me I made a spelling mistake. I love this. I absolutely love this IDE. No, seriously, because I'm a bad speller. I really am. Okay. So window dot create window 800 by 600 by a title. And in this case, it was supposed to be some kind of game engine, but yeah, Java engine, I remember, engine 3D. Okay. I'll have to modify all of this now because I've cocked it up totally. That's really annoying. Right, well that's what you would do there. Okay. Then you would put while window. Oh, wait a minute. It should close. Oh. We'll have to put a not at the beginning. Now this doesn't, because it doesn't make sense. Hold on a minute, we've just written something that doesn't make sense. And that's how I was told to write it. Would it not be better to not the knotted? Yes, I just did say that. That was a triple negative. Wow, I've just gone past the double negative world. What is that? Let your brain just think for 1 second and say, no, I'm putting a not sign, so I'm altering what I want as a result, and I'm also calling it something that makes absolutely no bloody sense at all. Why not just... Why not that? Come on. How many times do you see this while loop? How many times do you see people type while window is not should be closing time thingy, or is running, or whatever? I do use is running, by the way, because it's a good idea. So is open. While the window is open. It's a sentence. Make it read like one. That's what Java is for. This is how it teaches you better. Should close. No. Is open. And all we do is put our goddamn not there. Alright? That's where the not should be. Or, even better, That now tells you exactly what it says. That now is exactly what I want it to say. Should it close? False. Return it as a true. So that's just notting. It'll tell me now. This can be simplified to not. You see, it's saying here not GLFW window, so it can be simplified to the other one. But no, why do I want to simplify it? I want to be able to read it. I'm not a bloody machine. I'm human. Nice idea there, IntelliJ, but you got it wrong. You should be expanding these, not contracting these. I don't know. So, I've now got something that I agree with. Alright, so that's the first thing. This is what I want you to take away. If this is the only thing that you take away from today's video, then you have learnt more than 99% of programmers. You should never, ever be asking the question, if not, while not. You should be questioning that symbol, that pling signal, that not symbol, that symbol that's so easy to miss when you're trying to debug a program. That symbol that just goes past your look, how easy is it to see? Okay, I split it out there so you could see it. I think I've left it in one of them, did I? Yeah, left it in here. Luckily in this typeface, it's got a little bit of separation. But I've seen typefaces where there's no separation between that. And you can't see it. And I've got bad eyesight, and half the time I can't see it. So don't do it. Right, off my pedestal. Get off your pedestal. Right, okay, I'm off my pedestal now. We're back into teaching mode. That was my rant for today. People putting not where they should be just designing their program to run properly. Okay, let's run this thing. How do we run it? We update. Does anybody think this will work? I hope it doesn't. Update. That one. What else do we need? Window. Dot. We could render. Right, we've used is open, we've used update, we've only got two more. Render and shutdown. Okay, so we'll render there. We'll shut down here. Outside of the loop. Window dot shut down. Okay. So that looks quite good for a day's work, I think. What are we up to now? 129. We're doing well. We're doing well. We are going to actually get to some silliness in a minute. Just checking through that everything's going to do what I expect it to. Yes, it does. So. How do I do this bit? It's an if statement. So between the two of these, all I'm going to do is put if. How do we... How do we detect the close button? Is it automatic? Yeah, it is. It's all right. We've already programmed it. Sorry, there's nothing goes in there. Alrighty, that's fine then. Shall we run it? Actually, I'll just try the little hammer thing here and see if I've made any mistakes first. No, completed, and run it. Yes, null pointer exception. in window Java 74, GLFW window should close there. And that's the one it's given us, is it? It's given us that one. That one there. The exception is on this line. Now I know that's correct, I know that's correct, I know that's correct, and I know that's correct. So the only thing that can't be correct is this, where it's pointing to. So our window is wrong. Now how can we fix that? Well, which window is it using? It's using... Actually, no. That's the one it's rejecting. I find interesting, actually. Ooh, a diamond came up. Debug. Okie dokie. What is the value of window? 0. There you go. Easy to find out, wasn't it? Blah 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 blah. Terminate. Shut down now. Show window. So I will have mine at there. No, I won't. We'll go up a bit. And let's try that one. What's the value of window? That. So we've got two windows. We've got a variable twice. We've got one that's inside of these brackets here. Let's get the brackets up. Which is why I want... There we go. Nearly. It's nearly good enough. So inside of this bracket, window equals something. Outside of this scope, window doesn't equal something. So this is a lesson about scope. Our window is being created here. And we're creating that inside of this scope, which means we are rejecting the window that we applied outside of the scope there. Actually, it told me how much it was there. 0. So that's 0. And that's that number. Big number. So those are two totally different variables. That's the first thing you need to know. The first thing you need to know about variables is that they are within scope. The scope for this window is from the beginning to there. The scope for this window is from there to there, size of this page. How can you get around that? Well, you can transfer across the scopes. So I could put in what you would normally see people putting in, which would be something like this window that was bad, wasn't it? It's this dot window. No? How do you do it then? I've forgotten how to do this. Is it a pointer? That's what I'm used to. Yeah, it is. It's a pointer. Oh my god, you have pointers in Java. I found one. Equals window. That's what you would put. But it says, nah, this isn't going to work, is it? No. Cannot be referenced from static context. Correct, you can't reference that in a static context because it just doesn't work that way in static. If you're wondering what static context means, it means that this here is transported to there. Sorry, there. All of that code gets transported to there. So, yeah. It's supposed to make it run faster, but it doesn't. It just means it's got to do more work so that it can run. There is a max speed you can run Java at, and that's the speed of the server. That's slow. Yes, it is a lambda operation. You are quite right. Very scary. You'll find it's even funnier in C++. If you want me to show you some C++ ones, I will show you, but I don't know if I've got anything on this machine here. I might have. So that's out of the question. So what's the easiest way to do it? Well, I'm going to go back to my C++ and say that this is a member variable of a window. Okay. Yeah, that's it. You got it straight off there. Linkscat's just popped up on the chat. A lambda operation from C++. Correct. That's what it looks like. Awful. So what we can do here is we can set our window, but we should only do it at the end. So it goes there. And this is bad programming again. Oh, thank God. It's calling it out. Yes, it's doing it. It's going to do it. That's why I put static everywhere. Come on, tell me what the error is. Cast to int. Oh, did I make that long? Damn it. Come on, call me out now, you little sausage. Come on. Let me get rid of that. Oh, it's let me do it. All of these have gone red, of course. Now, that's probably what you're tempted to do, because of the way things are taught in Java. But think about it for a second. Hold on a minute. M window equals window. What is that actually doing? Well, it's doing nothing. Is it doing anything productive? No. Do you see any other of the lines here doing anything non-productive? Well, no. So why have I just typed in the line that doesn't do anything? I don't know. It works. Or should work. Oh, it flashed. There we go. This is beautiful. On Windows, you get a black screen because Windows lies to you. On Linux, you are going to get this. Yay, 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 yeah. And somebody might be able to tell me why. Because on Windows, it covers up the fact that you haven't rendered anything. And decides to render something for you. Yeah, it decides to do it for you. And that's why I didn't do this explanation on Windows. It's the only reason I'm doing it on Linux today. That's gobbledygook. That doesn't do anything, but it's correct. But so is that. Oh, can you do that? Yes, you can. And that is correct. You should use the same variable for everybody. So if something goes wrong, you've got one variable to deal with, not two. So if you start doing that in every single class, and you've got 20 classes, you've then got 40 variables, any one of which can go wrong, and you've got no idea which. So if you're wondering what all these highlights are for, these are access can be packaged private. Okay, a blue one there is to do. All right, so that's telling me I've got to do's. This is telling me that access can be packaged private. It's trying to be helpful, but at this stage you're not bothered about that bit. Well, you are. You're bothered about the blue ones. So only bother about these ones. Okay. So now we've got our flashy thing. Ooh. What do we need? Now initially, the first time I was doing Java, I struggled and I struggled and I struggled to find OpenGL. Could I find it? No. Where is OpenGL? Damn it if I know. Copy. And I can't remember which one it is. 11? Can we have 17? Goes up to 15. We've got the X's. Okay. You can have 11, 12, 15. Those are years, by the way. 2011, 2012, 13, 14, 15. I think we should really go with 15, but future-proofing. And this is 2.1, 3.1, 4.1, 5.1. This is for GLSL. Oh no, it's not. It's your major minors, isn't it, for the OpenGL type? I'm going to go for GL 2011. Okay. And that's where your GL commands are, OpenGL commands. So I've decided to try 2011. Now, after you've made your context, you're actually in OpenGL. So hold on a minute, we've made our context. Now let's put it down here. So we can now switch on GL, enable, Alt plus enter, Alt plus enter. What's it just done? It's put 1.1 in for me. That's OpenGL 1.1. Oh, you bless. Oh, so I don't need that there then. Alright, I'll get rid of you for a minute or two. No, I'll keep it. I don't trust Java that much to get it right. Okay. Right, so our OpenGL, we are going to enable GL underscore depth. Depth bits. Test. Have I got this wrong? Alt. I've got 2 at the bottom at 3.2. I've got a C marker on that one, so I'll take that one. There we go. We do have that, thank you. Pardon? Why is that wrong? Cannot be applied to int. Pardon? Okay. What's going on? Have they changed OpenGL? Has Java got a different way of doing OpenGL to everybody else? Alright, we won't have a depth chest. Don't care, not bothered about you, whatever. Yeah, alright. Clear. GL, clear colour. And that will be red, green, blue, alpha. Sorry, I'm having way too much fun here. Right, I'll go 1.0 F, comma 0.0 F, comma 0.0 F, comma 1.0 F. There's way too much going on here that's really, really funny. So, now I've got a colour. We can go down to our first thing that we always do, which is update. That's that. GL clear, and it's going to be the GL depth. No. DGL color buffer bit. Thank you. Oh, Alt plus. What? Oh, it's decided it's okay. Right, alright, okay. So that should do it. Let's run that. There we go. We'll stop the flashing now. We can get on with it, but that's a bit bright. So there we go. That's your open window for OpenGL. Sacre bleu. I'll put any number in. 1, 5. I'll have 1, 5. Hi there, Maddie Learns. How's it going there, matey? Good to see you. There we go. We have it. We have our Java Engine 3D. Yay! Alrighty. Good one, Maddie Learns. Good to see you. I'm going to do a section on, because it's Saturday and I know most people are off. I'm going to do a section on. Yeah, it does look like Xorg on learning programming. So this is learning programming section. I'm using IntelliJ IDEA, Java, what did you call it? JVM, I think Linksy Cat called it. JVM, was it? You? Yeah. Yeah, you were the person, you were the person who called it JVM. Java State Machinery. God knows what it might call it, it's JVM. So what we're doing is we're learning to program. So I'm doing things badly on purpose and then fixing things. So I've got still got quite a bit to fix on here. Okay. But I'm absolutely gobsmacked that with a naive start and with one static long, we now have an OpenGL 3.3 Dubry. But is it OpenGL 3.3? I don't know. Let's go back here. So, string. Do I need that? No, I don't. So, system dot out dot, I was about to do it from the naive point of view, then realised there's no point in doing it that way. And instead of that, we just need a GL get string. That's the bottom one there, and it's GL version. There we go. Lovely. Let's see what we've got. 4.5. So I asked for 3.3 and it gave me 4.5. Now, I'm going to have to lower that, aren't I? It's in the middle of the screen. Well, the middle of my screen isn't the middle of your screen, so I'm going to have to lower this down. So in height, by the way, next thing you never do in programming, this line here, this. Divisions. Divisions are expensive to do. Avoid dividing at all times. If you are dividing by 2, then what you are really doing is you are multiplying by 0.5. Please bear that in mind. That was interesting, 0. Alright. Why doesn't it like it? Blah, 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 blah. Does it need to be bracketed in a certain way? Or does this need to now be float? Or, sorry. Is this an int? Double. Wow. I didn't know that Java did that. So I have to bracket a whole thing, don't I? Just to put it into proper bits and pieces. That's right. Is it still going to argue with me? Well, it will if I do stupid things like that. It should be there, sorry. I haven't got used to this IDE yet. That it puts things in the different places. There we go, and that's now an int. Thank you. That's what I was expecting to put in there. So we now need an int. It looks horrible. And this is why, you know, it's just silliness. Just so I can put times 0.25 here. Oh, I want to bring it down, don't I? So times 0.25. I mean, probably. Oh, have I changed this here? I have. Here we go. Sorry, I've been missing the blooming chat. Update on chat. JVME stands for Java Virtual Machine. Thank you. Didn't know that, but thank you. That's good. glf init is inside the shutdown. Yes. Yes, it is. Shouldn't the compiler optimize that for you? Possibly. A greater than 1 is even quicker. Yes. Technically it is, yes. If you really care that much about speed. No, I don't. If you care about speed, you're not using Java. Think very carefully about that one. Again, shouldn't the compiler do that for you? I mean, probably. Not sure, Linksy Cat. Your reference. I've just taken that out of time step and I didn't catch your reference. Should the compiler do all this lot for us? No. Sorry, not when it's multiply and divide. That's what I'm talking about, isn't it? Unfortunately. Let's go for 0.25 over here. It can't decide about... the compiler's not allowed to influence what you put there. Oh, held a message. What's going on here? Oh, right. Hello. It's grown-up channel. I mean, if they want to just ban me for that, go ahead. I'm just wondering what this is going to do now. Is this going to crash and burn? And I'm going to go back and... Oh, it went the wrong way. Typical me. There we go. It comes up on screen now. So that's more like what you get. Kotlin. Alright, we'll look into that. I've got Scalar. And Kotlin. Alright, don't know what they are yet, but I'll find out. Java's not my best subject. I prefer speed over Java. Oh, I've gone over the line. What does that mean? I've got to press return somewhere about here. I think that means. Okay. Don't want to go over the line. it might reject everything. Right, the reason the init's in the shutdown is a test, true or false test. It's got nothing to do with initialization. GLFW people decided that the GLFW init was going to be done in such a way that you can use it to test whether initialization has already happened. You can call it multiple times within a program, and if it's already been initialized, it'll return true. If it hasn't been initialized, it will try to initialize or turn false. Okay. Bitwise, do you mean bit shifting? Shifting bitwise operations on that Maddie learns? Why doesn't GLFW just make the check for you, then inside GLFW terminate? Because that's a good question. That's a very good question, because not everybody is going to need it. Not everybody is going to use it. I see a lot more programs where GLF terminates just stuck at the end rather than checked for. I mean, you can just put GLFW terminate and it'll work just as good. But if it hasn't been initiated, why should I slow the machine down on shutdown? Bitwise operators for network stuff is useful. No, it's mandatory. It's not just needed, you need bitwise. So if Kotlin cocks up on the network stuff, then well, hey ho. That'll get binned. Right. What else have we done badly? Anything else I need to answer in here? Can do bitwise by doing the reverse of the above, yeah. Oh god, yeah. Fair enough. Right, I've now altered that, and that is actually the correct way of doing it, and it looks like a mess. Congratulations, Java and GLFW, on that line. Get video modes, okay. Do I need to know the capabilities? I could interrogate it, I suppose, but it's easier to just do that version. Alright, create window. Copy pasted. I copy pasted this in. What does that mean? That means that this should not be here. So that, although it's a test, has to be cut. What shall we call it? Test for initialization. Remember, you can make up your own language at this point. And we'll do that at the end. So this time we do have something that's private. Private bool. Does it need a bool? No, because then we'd have to check it. That's the whole point. Private void. What did I just call it? It's easy to find now. It's all in red. Eek. Lagged. Java lags. Sorry. That didn't just happen. Please, that didn't just happen. Ah dear. Test initialization. If what we're going to put here, test is false. We will do the following. Error window, and that's just going to now be failed to init. Yeah, that'll do. So what we're going to need now is just a test. So we'll have a int test. We could have boolean. Okay, all right. Be picky. Thank you. It's happier with that. Lovely. Error window, failed to init. Exit. Thank you. So test initialization, boolean test. Okay, so we need to take our boolean. So what we are going to now have is me getting it wrong. So it isn't this big if statement. Let's see if we can do it first. So it's test. Where's it gone? Should have complaints all over the place for me doing this. Test initialization is still red. Wow. And then it should just be Boolean test. That's correct. I wonder if I'm just allowed to do that then. GLFW init. Like that. Right, what's wrong with this? Non-static method cannot be referenced from a static method. Okay. Okay, static it is then. Once you go down the static road, oh dear. Yeah, that works. Okay, where's the other one? M window equal to 0. That was the other one. Done. There you go. That gets your tests done. So that's now correct. Get this out of the way now. Oh, it now fits properly. Look, I can actually get everything in now. Look. Wow. We're under a page now. So, yes, it just proves something about that page thing. If you write over a page in a function, especially in Java, look at your function very carefully. Right, I think we're near enough a beginner's create window. I think that's good enough for beginners. Yeah. Now GLFW has the rest of the stuff embedded within it, which is your inputs. If you are in C++, you will see me do the callback version of this. I think I wrote it out, but it would have been really early on in one of my videos. It's all up on YouTube if you want to jiggle about in there. We're going to add to this. Definitely. So in true Blades style, we are going to do the privates separately. Keep off my privates. Right, so I'm going to have keyboard stuff, mouse stuff, any kind of stuff we can think of. Alright, so I've talked about is open. Alrighty, let's start at the top. Literally at the top. We're going to have to set this up because you always need to. You always need to do keyboard and mouse. So, I don't really need to have separate ones, but we're going to anyway. Last thing I missed was that. Never do that. Whatever I've done here, don't do it. If you are going to do it, at least give it a number. Right. I want something that's private, static, because everything in this is static. God. I'm already regretting doing this static instead of just making it into an object and get it over with. Yeah, I know, it's that bad. Bool. Needs to be static. Yeah, thanks, Maddie. Oh God, Maddie Learns is on the ball. Definitely. What do we need? We need one of those strange things in. This is where Java does it backwards. So I put my thingies there, don't I? Then I put my keys. Then I put equals. Then I put it's going to be something. A new whatever type, Boolean. And it's going to be GLFW. I don't know how many keys it's got. So last. Whatever. In other words, I don't know. So private. I know how many it's got of these, so static bool, and again it's an array. Mouse buttons. Which again is exactly the same really, it's just new bool. It has that silly bracket thing at the end, GLFW, and this is mouse button, isn't it? Mouse button. It hasn't worked out what I'm doing. Okay, button. Last. Give it a second. Put the equal sign in. Give it a bit of a help, and it works. Good. Nice one. So we've now got storage areas for all the keys and all the buttons. For mice, it's 8, by the way, mouse buttons. I think the GLF max buttons for mice is 8. I might be corrected on that, but that's the last time I looked anyway. Okay, we can use them. What can we use them for? Oh god. So we need to know. First thing that we need to know. I'm just wondering whether to do the mouse first or not. I'm not sure. Put a couple of private things together here. We'll do it properly. Private static bool. And that is key down. Everybody's seen this. They must have seen this. It's all nice and simple stuff. And we'll have a key code of some kind, of some description. And this is just return GLFW get key. Key, yeah. Long window int key. Yeah, that sounds right. Window is window. Because now we got it. And that is just going to be key code. And what we need to do is test whether is down or not. So all that does is test if a key code or any key is down. So we can pass any key to it and just say, is it down? Why don't I just put true? Because it's not allowed. Yeah. Nice one. So that's you. We'll have to do the same for mouse, but mouses private static bool, and it's going to be is mouse button down. Is mouse button down. God. How long can I get these to go for? Int mouse button. I did pluralize that one at the top, didn't I? Yes, thank you. It's where my plurals save me some embarrassment. Int so I'm not going to risk it. That's a confusion issue. The mouse button. And to follow suit, that will become the key code. Alrighty. And this is return. GLFW get mouse button. Yeah, it will be mouse button. And again, it's window, m_window, member window, and we're just going to give it the mouse button. And again, 1, true. 1 is true, 0 is false. For anybody who wants to know. So you would start with the basic functions. So when you're wanting to build a keyboard and mouse system, the first thing we are going to need to know is if a key is down. Luckily, GLFW gives us nice ways of doing it. You could try this out in C++ if you want, and see if that works. If this works the same way. You can actually just probably copy and paste this into C++ and it should work. Except for this private static rubbish. You'd have to do, you just put things in the right place instead. Yeah. Right, so we've got our is key down and his mouse button down. And I've just realised I'm running out of time. Any questions, by the way, on this, or any thoughts on whether you want more of this? Is this a complete waste of time? Does this just prove that Java is what you thought Java was? Or are you starting to think, hey, this might have something, like a good way of, how can you put it, prototyping ideas? I mean, that's the only reason why I know a little bit about Java, is because I tend to prototype ideas in different languages. I use a language specifically that's going to be the quickest to prototype the idea in, and C++ is not the language, usually. What am I doing it for? Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree with what's just been said. What am I doing it for? To teach. Teach programming. Also, I don't think a language can be judged by a small program, to be honest. Exactly. You can't judge any language. What you need to do is find out what the language is best used for, not judge it by the program that you're seeing being used in that language. If you do something like World of Warcraft in Java, you're going to have problems. And that's straight up. But if you are writing World of Warcraft, some of it may be better in Java. Because Java is a web interface language. Oh, I do. I see big issues. Middle learns doesn't see an issue of writing a game like WoW in Java. Oof. You'd have massive problems, trust me. Not initially, but as soon as you try to open it up with those kind of graphics, at the kind of speed it needs to run at, no, it ain't gonna happen. It just isn't going to happen. You will have writing in Java lags. So at that size of a program, you're going to be trying to write code, and you will be going at such a snail's pace. Unless you got really, really, really massively decent Java setup, steaming fast server. This is operating, look, here. But have you seen me save my workout? Have you seen me save once? Yet it's all saved. This is doing a lot of crap in the background. And Java by itself does a lot in the background. This ID adds to that. So I'm expecting it to slow down. I'm hoping it will. I'm trying to make it go to a sneezy snail, but I don't think it will actually. I think it's going to go at this speed all the way through. It's done very well actually. If your vertex data is sent to the GPU using standard arrays, you can still seemingly get decent run speed. No. Nope. It's got nothing to do with what your GPU's doing. Absolutely nothing. As soon as you try and integrate a physics system of any kind, yeah, you can do simple physics, I guess, in Java. I think you can do quite detailed physics in Java. But to put that into a game? Not sure it'd work. The simple physics, I think you might be able to get away with 20 FPS at best, using a 2080 GPU. You'd need a 140 screen as well, just get it up to that speed. I don't think Java's far enough along its development path to go at speeds equivalent to assembler and C++, which is what they use for most of the large games. It's just one of those things. It's not a problem with Java, it's an asset. I mean, people say, oh, it's slow. Well, it's slow for a reason, use it. It's like, you dozy pillocks, you've missed the point. It's not that it's slow, it's precise. How can I... Have you noticed I haven't been able to make any mistakes? No. Look up particle emitters under OpenGL 3D. Particle emitters are a massive amount of effects that are used in games like World of Warcraft and all the rest of them. Afterblooms. Technically, you can get most of that to go onto your graphics card, but if your graphics card's already full with entities and stuff, then yeah, it depends how you utilize your memory, but look that up before you even think about going anywhere near something as in-depth as that. You got to know everything about particles and particle physics, and also particle blooming, After Effects, and water simulations. Once you've got roughly that lot, I mean, you can cheat most of it out, I agree, but it's not going to work. As soon as you start cheating things out, you get what is called a very, very lousy looking B game. Yeah. All games do. They have a particle physics emulation. I know, because it's one of the things I'm going to be writing very soon to put in my game, because I love it. I think it's wonderful, and you're going to love it. All the fog effects, cloud effects, rain effects, all of that, all your weather is in there. Anything atmospheric comes really under particle effects, I think. Anyway, I've stopped typing. Sorry, I've stopped typing. What are we doing? All right, public static. Yeah, I remember this bit. I should actually just copy this. Public static. Oh dear. Public static. Yeah, but it's something that I think you should look into. It's something to research. Could something like WoW be done in Java? The answer is not really. But you could probably get close to something or something else, I think. It'd be interesting. Be an interesting experiment, but with too much time to be spent doing that one. Boolean. What are we doing now? Is key pressed? I don't know. Is the key pressed now? That's the one that we want to use. Okay, so that's going to have an int key code. So we are going to ask, has the key letter A been pushed down, or whatever, or pressed? So int key code. And what we're going to do is we are going to return is the key down, for starters. Is key down, key code. And that's got to agree with our keys storage. So this has to be true as well. Key code. Now this is the tricky bit. I get this bit wrong. We're really ooked. We're up a river with no paddles. So that's your is pressed, and that's what we've got to make work. Okay. How are we going to make that work? So that's is key pressed. Public static boolean. Okay, public static boolean is the opposite to that, which means it's, so is key released. That's going to be the same as well, isn't it? That does some kind. We didn't expect that. Sorry. That must be a quick key or something. Whoops. Is key released. Int key code. Yeah. What we're going to return for this one should be the reverse. Is key down, or is key not down? Alright, not is key down. God, I hate this. I hate it when they put nots in front of things, because that's my thoughts on it. I'm going to change it in a minute. I'm guilty of doing it. And it's still and, isn't it? So it still follows the same pattern. And keys does what? Oh, wait a minute. That's going to be a not keys, isn't it? Right, I'll do that differently. I'm doing that. Sorry, I'm not having it. I've just typed it myself and I don't like it. Yeah, I'll have to put it in brackets. So that is equal to false. So the false gets put on the other side. And this side just says key code. So that's a reverse key code. Yep, that works. No. WoW is written in C++. I've just been asked. WoW is written in C++ Lua. Assembler. What were the other ones? C. Python. I think there was something else in there as well. But those are the main ones I can think of that we used. So, no, you don't write things like World of Warcraft in one language, ever. It's multiple languages. It depends on which part of the program you are looking at. I mean, the more assembler, the better, really. So, is mouse... Is key pressed? Is key pressed? Key released? Yeah, okay. Alright, so we've done those two. Where's our update? Void update. GL clear. GLFW polyvents. So before we do our polyvents, we want to set up our arrays. For int I index, don't use I, equals 0. Oh, this looks very C++y. Index is less than GLFW key last. Is it key last? Yeah. Semicolon. I bet it's index plus plus. Bet it is. See, I've got a nose for that. Yes, folks. There really isn't that much difference between Java and C++. On the surface. It's just that Java doesn't compile and run in the same way. Is key down? Yeah. Index. Alright, so we're taking all of the keys and we are going to store if they are down or not in is key down. Sorry, keys.i. Now we've set false here, so that doesn't make sense. If you're going to find out if it's pressed, shouldn't it be down and down? No, it's down and up. We are looking for a key press, not whether a key is down. A key can be down for a long time. Like my cat could be sitting on it. Yes, I wish more programs would do this, because my cat sits on the keyboard. And I put I. Okay. So what we do is we fill up the keys. And when that changes, well, sorry, when the key is pressed, during the time it's pressed, that becomes true. And that'll still be false, because we detect after the update. So the update won't see it as down. But what happens if it doesn't see it and the key doesn't work? Good God, that would be remarkable. There is a logical theory that says that can't work. There is a physical theory that says, my God, if it doesn't work, that'd be amazing. So we've got our polyvents. We've got our keys sorting themselves out. Do we need to do anything else with our keys? Should they work now? Should our keys work? You know something? Yeah, they should. So that's an intricate way, I think. What the hell's going on here? Okay. That's an intricate way because your update's there. You would do stuff. You might even render first and then decide on what the keys do. And then work out what you're going to render next scene. I've seen that a few times. And does it work? No, not really. So, what have we got now? If God, ow, me back. Ow. Ugh. There we go. I will not scream out. If I'll make this the last one. I'll do the mouse next time if anybody's interested. If window is key pressed, and we put in the key A. Oops. A. Will this work? No. You wouldn't do it that way. It is key pressed. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'll make it useful. GLFW, get them from GLFW, don't the key codes. It's got them all in there. You put key, and then you just press A, for instance, for the letter A. But I don't, I want escape. I want the escape key to work. And there's an alt return to do, and there we go. It'll do that for a while, but don't worry, it's happy. If you do that, then this is where it comes in. How can we stop the program? And remember, I said I do use this running. So, there's your main thing, your create window. There's your while loop. Let's have a boolean. We should have done really, but we didn't. And is running. I do use this variable because it true. And it's is running. And the window is open. So now what I can do here is put is running equals false, and that will break. So now when we run it, error window failed to init. Oh dear. Why did it fail to init? Anybody any ideas? Create window. Alright, make program. Okay, are we alright up to here? Args. String, yeah, that's 0, whatever. Main 13, main program, yeah, okay. What can we do here? We can step into, can we? Step into goes to there. Okay. I don't like this. Is this what's going to cause it? Because that is not a boolean, I don't think. Step into. It came up with something, then what did it say? It is a boolean. Alright, okay. Okay. Test equals false. And it does. It says it there. So how come it says false? Stop. Why is that setting false? I have not GLFW in it. You see? Knew I was doing this for a reason. Thank you, Maddie Learns. Good one. He spotted it. Because I would never have spotted that, and that is the problem. And this is the problem with using not, the pling sign. If you can get away with never using that symbol, just don't use it. Now, does it work? Oh, damn, I still got me Dubry in. Process finished, exit code. Okay, so we're still failing. Can we I think we've got a run going somewhere. No, we haven't. Project, make sure. Up to date. A run. Welcome to that. Hey, stop it, Muppet. My cat's here to play. Here we go. I suspect that this is the problem here. So let's just go around to here, shall we? Create window, you can go. Step into. Step into. Okay. So test is true. Ooh. So this isn't the problem. We only use it when in one other place. I'm being attacked by the cat. Thank you, cat. That was very kind. The cat's number for today's lottery was 20111. What? I'm doing some debugging here. Go away. I don't want to step. I want to step. There's only one. Here we go. And test is false. So on the second one, the test is false. Let's stop that. What's causing that to be false? It should be making the window. Well, yeah. It's not equal to. That's where I put the not sign. I'm not putting it in front of window. There's no way, I'll never see it again. That's where the not sign goes. How it works. Because window is 0. And as I said before, 0 is false. No, true. 1 is false. So it was reading false because window was a number. And a number is false. Yes. Right. Now I've cleared my brain of all of that. Our technical difficulties should now be over with. There we go. But now I should be able to press the escape key and it disappears. So our key press worked. But there's something very strange about our key pressed. If you hold a key down, it won't register. It'll just say key pressed and that's it. So as your last little demonstration of that, if we were to... thank you, Muppet. So if window... I've done a small w again, haven't I? Yeah, capital W, window, dot is key pressed, and we'll take G LFW underscore key. Oh, it's on key E, that'll do. Key E, then system dot out dot print whatever does it matter? Why do I have to put print line? Yes, it puts a return character at the end of the line. Sorry, my bad. Forgotten for a second then. E. So keyboard colon E has been pressed. And you can test this yourself. Copy. Dear. Let's put that. Oh God, he's heavy, this cat. I'm trying to type with a cat on my arm. Release seed. All we have to do here is stop pressing it. Okay. Is key pressed? Is the key released? There we go. Now, that's a separate thing altogether. This is only for testing. Alright, always mark your test spots. Hey, by gum, we're getting some new words today. We are making the English dictionary larger. How's about that then? Eh? Eh? What I'm trying to say is I'm rubbish. And we haven't even put semicolons after them. Alrighty, that'll do. At least try and be tidy. There we go. So for testing only, we'll do this little bits and pieces. Yeah, that'll do. At least I can see where my tests are. That's good enough for me. And let's try and run that. I'm going to have to use my other hand on the mouse. So this is my off hand on the mouse now, because my cat's got my other hand. Right, it's running. E key, was it? Yeah, I think it was. E has been pressed. I am holding the key down. E has been released. And that's the difference. It will tell you when it was pressed, and it will tell you when it was released. It will not say whether it is up or down. I know that sounds weird. Which is why you might have noticed I put in private is down. Now, if you want to know that the key is down rather than has just been pressed, then you would put that one to the top and, you know, put that into the public area, change that to public, and then you can access it and you can test for it. It's not a problem. You can put that up there. It's fine. You can use it. But most of the time you'll find, I want to go forwards. Okay, click W. And you don't want to be reporting all the time that you've got this key down and having this key going being read in the background all the time. Instead, what you want is just to know when you want to go forwards. And then you can register, we are going forwards. And when the key is released, you can register that you are no longer going forwards. It gives you finite control over motion, rather than laggy keyboard inputs and keyboards differing on their repeat strokes. All keyboards can have their repeat accessed and modified, and also there is normally a gap at the beginning of a repeat. So yeah, that can be modified too. So to stop that in your games or whatever, or when you want to access a keyboard, to stop that kind of effect, use this. If you are making an editor, I'm not sure how you would approach it. I've never made an editor. Well, not in that style anyway. Like this is an editor that I'm looking at here. If you wanted to make one of these, can't see why you would. There's so many around. But yeah, there's your answer to keyboard problems. It's a bit of trickery. It's program trickery. Sorry to say. Because really it should fail. In logic it fails. Because on the frame when you have the key pressed, if you look at it logically, you update the buffer here. Key's index goes to true. And then we got his key down. And key code equals false. And that equals true now. Ah, no, but that equals true. And that equals true. And it doesn't... No, it shouldn't be false. It should be true. No. It should be false. Because in the time it takes... in a computer to get from that line there to that line there is a long time. And we check for the key pressed. Oh, right down here. There you go. Nice. This editor has a lot of other nice things in there. Some good stuff, some bad stuff, I suppose. It depends on your editor. I've got to go and sort mine out now because it says the wrong thing here. And I bet I can't just rename it. It should show up in here. There you go. What did I want to call it? I wanted to call it com main engine. Yeah, that's right. That there. Java underscore engine. Yeah, okay. Engine underscore 3D. I was just wondering what to do with the 3D then. Alrighty, so apply. Okay. Close project. I wonder. Has it just overwritten it? Nope. My modules. Oh, I see what you've done. You've created this as a module as well. Alright, so I'll call that engine 3D. You can tell what keyboard I'm on now by that mistake. If anybody saw it, apply. And there we go. Okay. I'm happy with that, but now it's got everything messed up, so I'm going to go and have to redo my directory. Any questions, by the way? Any questions on this kind of format? Do you want me to just run through why I'm making decisions as I'm making decisions, or do you want me to teach specific things? Is there stuff that you're doing yourself that you would like to know about? or know more about, and I'll do the research. I'll show you how I research things. All I do is I research something and come up with something. If not, next Saturday, what I want to do, unless somebody asks for it in the meantime and says, oh, I would really like you to do more of this Java stuff, because I want to learn Java. If somebody says that in the comments, then obviously I'll pop it up on a Tuesday or a Thursday. I'll start doing Java or something like that. Because what I've got to show as the next episode is unbelievable. Once I've written it in full, you will go, you what? What on earth is all of that? And it actually works. And it works beautifully. But it's very, very funny at the same time. It's a bit of a computer programmer's joke, so I think I'll do that. That will be next Saturday, unless this becomes a regular slot with Java. Otherwise, we are sailing on Sunday, 2 p.m. We are back on Monday with the C++ Club, where you get to join us and look into C++. If you don't want me to do this on Saturdays and you want me to do something else on a Saturday, please just say. I don't mind. I mean, if everybody... I know I've got a few people who follow the channel now, and I know that I've only been doing C++. And I think it's now that we need to start broadening the horizons, even if it's only, one video a week. But if you want this slot as C++, just say. I mean, at the end of the day, it isn't my channel, it's our channel. And I want to express that here and now. There's no money changing hands here. Right. So that's done everything there. That's done everything there. I think I've caught everything that I really wanted to show, and how you could do a proper keyboard system in Java. It works in C++, by the way. It's exactly the same code. Have I done any non-C++ code? Just this garbage here. That's your header file. That just tells you where to put it in your header file. Static void, you're allowed in C++, so it's just public. You just drop the public. Drop the public. That's the easiest way. And drop the private. Doesn't matter if it's private or not. Still work. So in C++, that is exactly the same. Your headers would be glfw, obviously, and OpenGL if you need it. You probably need glue for OpenGL. So here, after making your context, you would have GL glue in it as well. And you could test that using a tester. Alright, I'm happy with that. That's C++ compliant, and it's also Java compliant, but not in the way Java people write. Alright. Yeah. Take care. Catch you tomorrow. I wish you all the best, and of course, have fun.